There's other tools that can be used. You know, say for example this machete. I can be able to make a groove in there and probably almost the thickness of the skin when hitting it on a wooden block, right? That's another technique of breaking the pod. So what I'll do is I'm going to open the pod, right? All right. As I said, this is not the best technique to do pods, even when you're not doing seed selection, right? So forgive me for going against the practice.
Which one would you say is the best technique? Is it hitting it on the ground then?
I would recommend both that and plus a stick, you know, hitting it in your hand. Yeah.
Just to soften the skin so you can break it open.
So you see now, because of my selection, I know what I wanted. I don't want to cut the seed, so I break it, right?
Oh,
so
wow.
this is what we have.
Okay.
Good. Now, here is another technique when we do seed selection for cacao. We will not put this in the amount, both the top and at the bottom. It's more the middle part that we'll be using for seed. And of course, as Julio mentioned yesterday, that your pod should have come from a selective tree. A selected tree that indicate that it produces a lot of fruit. So it's already marked, and you know, whenever you want seeds, then you go to that tree, and other trees selected to, you know, do your cacao seed selection.
Most of the time, I think I just want to check something. Is that just like similar to cacao and all other fruiting trees or even timber trees, because you select your tree where your mother tree is. It all depends on the way,
form,
the
shape,
form, the structure, the growth, and the leaves. You know, it has a shiny looking, and it's you know, the trunk and the root system is strong, and you know it's resistant to the disease and the insects that are around. And so it's similar with the cacao. You look at that high yielding tree, and normally extension officers or people who come, technical people, and say, okay, you know what, we recommend that particular tree as a seed tree. And so we tag it, you put a ribbon, you mark it. And so the farmer himself can select seed from that tree, or anybody else who comes from outside and wants seeds can go to that farmer and say, okay, I want seed from that tree. And that's how we select the cacao as well. I just wanted to inject that.
Yes, that is very true, and it's very important. Again, the importance of selecting your seeds, you know, from high yielding trees or plants that are vigorous in terms of timber trees. You know, it's the same, you know, guide or that you need to take note of when you're doing seed selection. It again, as I said, the top and the bottom are not included. It's the same thing with corn, right? Same thing with corn when you do your seed selection, right? All right. Now, what should we do with this one here? Well, I like to eat raw.
Taste it.
It's good like that?
You can have, yeah, you just suck
Right,
the seed.
right. Let's eat the top part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people harvest the sap, the same juice that is around the seed.
Reminds me
You
of
harvest that,
Pocono Boy.
the pulp,
Pocono Boy.
The pulp from Pocono Boy.
almost like that. Yeah. It's sourish, sweetish.
Okay,
But do you eat the seed, like, or
No, the
I
seed,
eat the seed.
you can eat the seed, but it's bitter. Yeah.
I drink dark stout, so nothing is bitter for me.
I drink Amstel.
Yeah.
Okay.
So some people, some farmers, we have a farmer who harvesting the pulp, the same juice, harvest it and put it in bottle and freeze it, man. And then when the sun is hot on you, really good.
Okay. Now, there's two way of doing this, right? I'm going to talk about the pre-germination here now. There's two way of doing it. As I said, being actually, doing nurseries and so forth, there are different ways and methods that I have experimented to. Because if you look at how it's attached to the embryo of the fruit inside. For me, when I set my nursery, I would go direct right away. And this is the end of the bean that goes into the ground. Where it's attached, that's the root part of it.
Okay.
Right? So it's knowing what you're doing. I have a little grandson. In fact, I've told him, and when he sees his other brother doing it wrong, he said, no, that's not the way. Because I have shown him how to set it in the bag. If you look at it here, see? See how it's attached again here? They're not the same. You could go ahead, play with it. One end here, one end here.
Alternating.
Alternating, yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's almost like the seed is
That
trying to
is
fit
that
as
is
much.
planting it direct from the pod. Now, here again, if it stays too long, for example, in a bag, you're going to put it in your nursery. You're already starting fermentation. That is why I take my seeds direct to the bag one time.
Yeah.
Now, the other way is washing this one here. You wash it, everything after you make your selection, and you go, counting them. This should take at least, 30 to 35 beans. Probably about that, And also, when you wash them, then, you will be getting like sawdust, to do your germination now. You set it like for 3 days, you would check that. And then on this end, after it's washed, you'll see a tiny white spot coming out. That's the time to move it out now, to go into your nursery. Don't wait too long, because the root is going to grow, and if you're pushing it through the soil, it's going to break. So your germination then is going to be, again, small in number. So all of that, the care in setting cacao seeds in a nursery. Yeah. Anything else you want to add to it?
No, the cacao, and the reason why you wash it is washing off the pulp or the sweet, because then it ferments. That's what he said. That's what the farmers use to ferment it. So you want a fermented seed for market. Market wants fermented dry beans. Now, for home consumption, people just washed it and put it on the sun, and it gets dry right away, and it looks red, almost like the color of the mahogany seeds look reddish. But the reason why I wash it is basically to wash away that sweet content and so on. Because also ants get attracted because of the sweet, if you plant it directly off in the bag like that.
Yeah.
So
All right. Anything else? I miss. I do this over and over again. That's why I have it here, but maybe I'm not sharing it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any questions in regards?
Yeah. Especially if you're transporting bags or delivering seeds, that's what we do. We do the pre-germination, and we go back and count them too. You know what? We give you 1,000. We know it's going to be what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that is one of the things is the check and balance when we deliver seeds. Good.
What
Now,
what species do you sell a lot of seeds for? Like you're saying how you try not to plant so much anymore. You're trying to send the seeds out to be planted at their location. So obviously cacao is obviously a huge one. What are the other species that you're sending seeds out for regularly?
Inga,
Yeah.
Inga, and also timber trees that are most commonly used as shade trees like mahogany and cedar, you know. And also to, I would say, the third one would be fruiting trees, different kind of fruiting trees that we encourage farmers to
Okay. So some of
incorporate.
those lower canopy
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
produce.
Yeah. We produce
Um,
those.
So I imagine you guys probably like what you would have the capabilities of acquiring. Like I'm just like because there was a fairly extensive list. Just for example, like just let me just
Yeah.
like peach palm. If I said, can you give me 1,000 peach palm seeds? Can you do that? Or
You have to wait a
yeah,
certain
yeah,
season.
Probably,
Yeah, we have about
there are farmers who might have
we have
peach
at least
palm.
about 10 farmers who have peach palm.
okay.
Well, right now I have peach palm wasting on the ground.
Right.
I thought of you when I was coming this morning. This is,
Yeah, that'll have some, right?
But what about like Santa Maria?
Santa Maria. Yeah, that
Yeah.
we grow them in our nurseries too.
So
Emery, we grow them too. You know, so I think all those species that you have there listed, we have worked with them already.
now, I realize that certain seeds collection can be a little bit more challenging than other
Right.
trees.
Right.
What do you charge for average for seeds?
Well, you have
Depending, you have the list, right?
Oh, you have a
He
list
has-
for.
Yeah, yes, a list.
Well, I know he has the seedlings, but you have a list for seeds.
Yes,
Seeds
this was
Oh.
and how you pay.
how much you pay.
Some by
Oh.
pounds, some by individual seeds.
Oh,
The
sweet.
highest, I think, is about 30 cents, right?
Yeah.
The
Okay.
highest seeds per seed, 30 cents.
Wow.
Okay. All right. I never seen you advertise that on. I see the.
No, it's not advertised.
It's more, I would
internal.
say, for our internal management. You know, how when we contracted people, you know what, they want a pound, they want 1,000. Cacao, we charge what, 25
And
cents
25 cents per seed.
per seed. But if you can do your own seed selection or germination,
You can buy that.
I would bring, you know, from my selected tree.
Yeah, pods.
I would say, you know what, so much is this pod though. Here is 10 pods. That's 500 seeds for you.
Yeah.
Then you do your own. That's for
yeah,
you. So
yeah.
we charge it like here, like
Yeah.
$1.
Yeah.
$1 for a pod. Yeah. But when it goes to seeds, 25 cents.
Yeah.
So the farmer or whosoever selling seeds
Yes,
is making
he
more.
selected it and he washed it and then he prepared in a medium as well for you. It's already germinating.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
it's more secure.
Even the plastic bags, you know, like poly bags have small little holes so it breathes. You know. All right.
That would be a good start because
Yeah.
it's too much work to transport seedling. But I mean, it's like 5,000 seeds of different species or 10,000 seeds or whatever.
True.
Yeah. And another thing, the way how we get seeds around here is because we work a lot with farmers, and farmers they have a lot of knowledge of where you can get seeds in regards to the species that we have there. For example, Santa Maria, Samwood, Emery. A farmer can tell you, oh, you know what? I have about 2 trees that is bearing in my farm. I'll send you some seed.
Thank you.
And so that's how we collect our seeds as well. You know,
Oh,
by
so-
contacting different farmers that we work with to get the seeds for us, and
Now-
we pay them for that amount that is there.
Can I have this or do I?
No.
Yeah, I go
Give a
photocopy.
Yeah.
Can
I
I
go
give you a copy?
photocopy
Yes?
for you, yeah.
Okay. So photocopy this then. Okay. You don't have to do it right this minute, but
Yeah.
okay. No, that's.
Yeah. So we have that's what we pay for around here. And cacao. And
Oh, I'm just listening.